Hello, I am tired. No way to start, huh? Yep, I am besieged by the cursed enemy known as tiredness currently. I'm interested in beating it. Please call the number on your mind screen if you know how to beat sleep. Anyway, Umineko tonight. Hopefully I win for at least a little hours. Okay. Right, over here. Pat, and your BB stream? No, it's all lies caused by the fake government you live in. What is this supposed to be, you think? Like, is it with some kind of plant, right? But I actually have no idea what kind of plant it's supposed to be. Really nice looking. Okay, now it's time to see Shannon / Cannon / Beatrice / Beatrice / Tutris
Yes.
Satsayu / Yasuda coping with their shitty life. Is it floral design? You don't know if it's a specific species. Yeah. Yasu? What do you do with the small broom? Didn't you use it to clean the window frames? Ah. The small broom is a small, thin broom that looks like a large paintbrush. We use it to get out the dust in small corners like window frames. It's one of the cleaning tools I was put in charge of. Come on, that was your responsibility, right? What are you doing, stupid? Quickly, go and find it. You have to do before my tan finds out. What's up? Yasu lost a small broom again. This kid's some kind of genius at losing things. That's why I'm always telling you never give things to Yasu. Yasu's always careless in losing things. Don't say that. Can't you see that this kid's working hard? Come on, quickly. I'll wait for you. Got my throat. Also, wow, I wonder who... Man, I really thought Shannon and Cannon were actually Beatrice. But, you know, now we see Shannon here, and I can't be sure, really. No, definitely. I mean, no one's responding to anything Shannon says, but fuck, you know what? Mystery it is. Okay. Now when I hear the Cerns complain even more, I spun around and headed off. That's a Lambda Delta tier mystery? Yep. If you lose a tool, you get in trouble. If no one knows you did, we all get yelled at. So one of them probably tell Madame that was my fault. So it was my fault that I lost in the first place. I wonder when I lost it. You guys, Shannon is actually in her 20s. She was there that long. We just... yes, of course. That was still like me. I wonder when I lost it. When we did a big clean of the entire chapel today. The chapel is a large building behind the mansion. However, no one ever goes near it normally. Because the gold is hidden around there, and if the gold is hidden, found, bad shite, found, hidden. I mean, so we're ordered clean a few times a year. Natsui's very... He doesn't call it a sacred building, so Natsui's very strict about it. We're cleaning every nook and cranny from top to bottom. It took all day long. I put in charge of cleaning the window frames. I was given many smaller tasks. Well, those small jobs kept me busy. I must have completely forgotten with a small broom and left it lying around somewhere. I hate myself for doing this. This isn't the first time this has happened. It happens all the time. Every time I set something down, it always disappears. It goes somewhere else. Vanishes. I can think that these may be pranks by the witch Beatrice. The ghost of the witch Beatrice borrow the power of Rokujima's evil spirits become reborn. King Kumasawa's son told me that. I never knew the meaning of the shrine of the rocks by the sea. Kumasawa told an old tale passed down among the local fishermen. Rokujima used to be known as Akuji Kijima, and terrible evil spirits who ate human souls lived there. Hey, Kumasawa! Let us hear it too! Tell us a scary tale of Rokujima's evil spirits! Oh, very well. Rokujima used to be called Azukijima. However, even in the past, it was known as Akujikijima. Sorry, blep, blep, blep. Okay, there we go. Those who that says got too near to the island were tracked down to the bottom of the sea and had their souls eaten. Those fighting spirits do exist on this island, you know? These fighting spirits do exist on this island, you know? I feel like I'm doing even worse than normal.
熊沢の好む定番の怪談。
It was Kumasawa's favorite ghost story. Every new servant who came to the island heard about it. Normally, since the story would be laughed away. However, in Rokujima, an island home to nothing but the Rokujima mansion, which rumbled with eerie thunder on stormy nights. People listened to the story with unusual suspense. So, the shrine by the coast is there to steal evil spirits away. And the master has a weird Konomi too. No, jeez. I'm not like sick or anything, I think, but getting a lot of phlegm cut. Yeah, no, gonna use a gonna get drinking shit. Yep, be right back. Fuck. Holy crap. Ugh. Okay. Let's hope that I don't die.
And the mansion's so creepy, sometimes something must be lurking around somewhere. True, true. Seems the spirits saw that traveling ascetic. So that traveling ascetic can manage. The sailors just managed to hold them, but the very day they wander the mansion night after night searching for victims. I feel like my Kumasawa voice changes every fucking time she speaks. It's very sad.
Have you seen the master's study?
I have. It's like some kind of demon laboratory.
There's the rumors the master's researching demons.
They also say he's reaching out to revive his mistress, Beatrice.
Didn't they say he was gathering children recyclers with magical experiments?
Wow, scary. What I think about the master asked me to come in the study alone.
I heard that long ago one kid went to the study and never came out.
She must have been the victim of trying to get Beatrice's ghost a new body.
Hi, Ark. I'm dying from an unknown disease. Please, sacrifice yourself upon my bloodline. That way I might come out alive and not in pain and suffering.
Yes, Beatrice must become a ghost. I was around searching for her body. The VIP room on the second floor is where Beatrice-sama dwells. There's always respected when cleaning that room. Otherwise...
In the eyes of those teenage boys and girls with their fertile imaginations, the ghost story is both terrifying and fascinating. By experiencing and sharing a story together, a kind of solidarity forms. Then, sharing that experience becomes obligatory. Accepting the story becomes a rite of passage for joining the group. That process is an old one that repeated many times as the story was passed down.
That's right. Back when I first started working at Rokujima, I heard that the story from Kumasawa-san and the older servants.
I heard about it too. Mostly from Nessan.
I heard it too. From Kumasawa-san mainly. So, not only the intimidating Shannon, but boy cannot be don't go to believe the ghost story.
Oh, I didn't really believe. There are tales of ghost stories and jinxes at all jobs. There are some stories of the hotel I once worked at. So you thought it was stupid and didn't pay it any mind? I think there was a need to blend in with the community.
ですね。
Oh, that's it! Ghost stories and things are all the local roads or workplace.
それに新参者が背けば打ち解けることはできませんからね。
When a newcomer turns his nose up at them, he can't expect to blend in.
そういうこと。
Exactly.
魔女なんてい
If
る
I
の
said
が
witches couldn't exist, then it was ridiculous. They get in a fight with Nissan.
姉さんと喧嘩になるからね。上辺だけでも合わせた方が楽だったし。
It was just easier if I appeared to go along with it.
も
Come
うそん
on.
な気持
Look
ち
at us that way, you'll be cursed.
大怪我をした人
There's one servant who got seriously injured.
そんな感じでどこの職場
Oh
でも
yes, you tried to kill someone, Shannon. How could I forget? I'm gonna be really. Excuse me. I'm gonna be really sad if that's what actually happened and Shannon tried killing someone. That'd be really sad.
職場の階段と会社創業
No matter how incredible the ghost stories and tales about the company founder are, you accept and believe them.
でも受け入れて信じる。それが新しい職場
That
に
means
溶け込む
that's what it means to blend in with your new
ということです
workplace. Okay, yes? Look, I know it already will have happened, Dark Bit, but come on. I can still be sad about it, even if I know it will happen, maybe. Oh, wow! Everyone's so mature! I went to each window around the chapel in the order I cleaned them, searching carefully in all the places I might have left it. And cleaning the windows with it, so I'd probably set it down near one of those. When did I leave it behind, I wonder? Now to think about it, I don't think I had it anymore when I reached the last window. Someone had completely forgotten to clean that window frame. Ah. Through the window I could see the others leaving in groups. Shannon turned around and glanced up in my direction looking worried. I don't already stopped for making everyone wait, so it's actually a relief that they're leaving without me. So, naive though I may have been, I wanted them to wait. The sun's beginning to set and the chapel's getting darker and darker. I don't want to hang around in a place like this all by myself. I'd better find the small room fast. No, that's not all. I also need to clean the window frames, I forgot. Madame is strict. Well, I check all the windows carefully. If she does, I'll be the one that gets in trouble tomorrow. But really, where did I lose it? Why did I lose it? The darkness grew and grew. It became dark enough that I would need a light before long. I began to panic. I dashed around and around the chapel with tears streaming down my face. As I stumbled about pathetically, I could feel the presence of a prankster witch getting at me from under the door and up by the ceiling. The ghost of Beatrice, the master's mistress, wanders about in search of a body to this very day. As she gains the power of Rokujima's evil spirits, her strength steadily grows, as she waits for the day of her resurrection. And, for some reason, she singled me out. If I ever take my eyes off of something for a second, she snatches away and hides it from me. I really hope this isn't the fucking other servants bullying her. I really hope it isn't. I know that's a bit of a foolish hope, but I hope so. This isn't the first time this has happened. Whenever I look away, keys, handkerchiefs, pencils, erasers, all of them vanish almost right away. I put things down planning to use them later because that's obviously the right place to leave them. And they still disappear as soon as I turn around. Isn't someone hiding them as a prank? That many times when I'm the only person around. Everyone always says I'm too careless or forgetful when they laugh at me and get mad at me. I do try to be alert. But like some kind of bad joke, I lose things easily when I forget about them for just a short while. So sometimes I think, I bet this razor is going to disappear just like everything else, and I stare at it. That's the only time when it doesn't disappear. Nothing disappears when I'm alert. So then I think I'm safe for the moment I start to think that and relax it a little bit. A different thing would disappear instead. Why is it always me? Yeah, I hear it. You can hear that witch laughing at me as I lamely run around in circles. Oh, Gap. I guess. Makes sense. I'm curious why Gap. Listening to that voiceless laugh, I finally slammed my hands against the wall, crying tears of frustration. Please, just stop it! Why do you always hide my things and Why do you always hide my things and get me in trouble? The witch answers. Fool. Isn't it obvious? Why, I was accepting to myself by watching you wander around pointlessly. I felt so frustrated. I knew all along that was the reason, but the witch being so blamed about it was incredibly annoying. I can tell. Small room is somewhere in this chapel. No, that's not quite it. From the moment I walked up to this window, I'm sure it was right by this window frame. That's right, I'm sure I put it right here by this window. The prankster witch features user magic. This is where I reach this spot, she instantly teleports the small room to the next window over. As I approach the next window, Hope appears beneath the small room, swallowing it up. And it comes out by the next window after that. Mine's right there, perfectly still as though it was there the whole time. That happens over and over and over again. As I run up to one window, the small room falls into a magic hole and goes to the next window. When I go to that window, it goes to the next window. Exactly how she's teasing me, I can tell. No matter how much I search, it will be pointless. If I stop searching, I'll just be sitting around there by one window or another. This isn't a search. I guess that's the origin of Gap. Yeah, I guess so. Test of endurance. Kept chasing after the small broom. He just keeps making it escape to the next one over, trying to make me give up. This is our chase. That'll only end when one of us gives up. I keep going around in circles, searching the windows, even though I know I've already searched them. It's not by this one, the next one, and the next one. The Lilith keeps moving the small broom to the next window and the next one. Just give it a rest! How are you going to make fun of me? This isn't the only time you always do this, always! The shrill, voiceless laugh of the formless witch continues to mock my sobbing. The witch is right beside me, laughing at me. As I dash around the chapel, she's following me along with a taunting smile. Then she must be there. She's right behind me, just over my shoulder. Hiding away at this very moment. I know that turning around won't help me since she has no form. I can try to look, but I mustn't look with my eyes. Once my eyes tell me there's nothing there, I won't be able to see anymore. I learned that from the director of the Gospel House. What the fuck? That's a weird thing to teach a child. What the fuck does that even mean? Huh? I learned that from the director of the Gospel House. You mustn't try to look with your real eyes. You must see with your mind's eye. The whole world is filled with God's love. The many blessings of everyday life, one can find God and angels and the Holy Ghost. If you look with your eyes, you won't be able to see them. So you won't be able to feel them or understand them. Instead, you must quietly understand them with the eye of your heart. You don't look and have your eyes reflect their image. You see and picture them in your mind. In this way, I learned how to recognize beings not of this world at the Gospel House. This power doesn't only allow you to see God, it allows you to see all those not of this world. Please stop now. Stop this prank. Oh. So you can speak to me. I'm clumsy, bad at my job. I do forget where I put things a lot. I know which things are my fault and which things are because of your pranks. How amusing. Finally can you perceive me in my formal state, but you even understand my little game. Seems you're a more interesting creature than I thought. Yasu. I usually call it Yasu when one of the older students is laughing at my back at some mistake I've made. So I heard that name, it feels bad. Typically call me not by the blessed name given to me by the Gospel House, but by that unblessed one. Upsetting the heart is a classic move for evil beings to make. You know what? I was not expecting Beatrice to have originally been quite this religious, honestly, but I guess it makes sense. And to be honest with this and Gap saying that Beatrice is her best friend, you think Gap is Jessica? I mean, I think I suggested Gap was Jessica back in, I think, episode 4 when I was trying to figure out what the fuck happened. It was, I think, after maybe Victor or Darkbit mentioned that if Jessica knew that George was dead in such a specific manner, then Jessica had to have killed George, been there to watch George die. And then we kind of went, then I went with like, oh, so I guess that would make her Gap then, if she might have killed George. Gap probably really isn't Jessica, like this is clearly the origin here. You're not wrong, Darkbit, in that this is probably the origin of Gap the character, but I will say that, like, Gap's been a character in the multiple episodes who has been interacting. Which brings up the question of, like, who are they? Like, Ronove is Genji, Virgilia is Kumasawa, so who's Gap, you know? Or who or what is Gap? It's a very good question. And it becomes a question of who more than what because Gap has killed. And it's like, okay, maybe that's someone else killing them, sure, but like if Gap kills someone, then it probably means Gap's representing a person instead of an object. Gap is just a representation of things disappearing, can't always be Jessica. I don't think that can be the case for episode 4's killing by Gap. Gap kills George, and so it's like what's disappeared? George's life, I guess technically. Gap didn't kill anyone in episode 4? Okay, she's the reason someone ended up dying. Difference, I guess. I guess in this case, Gap is a representation of Shannon losing things? Maybe. That is their way of attempting to prevent others from perceiving them. Beings like witches, being understood is like shoving them out into the light of day. It won't work. In the Gospel House, I learned how to perceive those not of this world. So I already understand you. Very interesting. I'm being so faint that I would scatter a gentle breeze, yet you hold me in the grasp of your perception. Arc reaffirming, like, yeah, magic scenes in episode 4 are whack because everyone is working together. Yeah, and people still end up dying, which is where things get confusing as fuck. I have taken a liking to you, Yasu. It won't work. I understand you now, and you're in my grasp. No matter how many unpleasant things you say, you'll just expose the ugliness of your heart. Without turning around, I slowly let my I fucking bit my tongue. Oh shit. Ow. Pain. Without turning around, I slowly let my field of vision fill the entire chapel. As though the viewpoint of my soul was floating out from the shell of my head. See, inch by inch, my field of vision is floating out of my head and drifting upwards. I look down at myself, standing there with a head hanging and eyes slightly shut. And my mind's eye very slowly rose up to the ceiling of the chapel. And I looked down from there. I looked down at myself, standing in the center of the chapel, and the witch standing behind me. And the witch realized that she was being seen. Yeah, it is Gap. She turned around and raised her eyes to look at my mind's eye floating out of the ceiling. At last, I could see the witch Beatrice with my mind's eye. A mere human. Grasp my form. The demonic lips twisted in an ugly curve. Also, the fuck. We don't. Fuck off. Gap, fuck off. We do not need more Beatrice to list off. The demonic lips twisted an ugly curve. It was clearly a challenging, repulsive demon smile. She wore a blood-red dress and hat. Her design was completely different from anything humans wore. Her hair was blonde, had countless beautiful curls like a princess from a picture book. But there's no trace of cuteness about her. Right, at this point in time, I don't... Shannon would have no fucking idea what Beatrice is supposed to look like. At most, she know what, like, Beatrice has... Beatrice is blonde with blue hair? That's essentially the most she would know at the time, I suppose. I thought you were no different than the other humans. It seems I was mistaken. Just a little different. You are entirely different from other humans. Sad witch can be seen by no one, hurt by no one. Have you been pulling these pranks all the time just to catch the attention of humans? I use what little magic I have to interfere when humans aren't looking. No matter what I do, none of them think of it as magic. They say that just made a little mistake. And blow my existence away like the candles on a cake. If so, then I've just saved you, to understand you, and perceive you. Saved me. Doing this meeting with you is nothing more than a new way to kill time. It's getting dark. I don't have time to play with you anymore. Well, so it is. When one is gross, one hardly notices the passage of time. Please give it back. My cleaning tool? That small broom, or whatever you call it. It's right there by the next window. But as soon as I get closer, move it to the next window over. My magic is elusive as my very own form. I don't want to count Gabatrice as another Beatrice. The numbers are too fucking high, and this one we know is the identity of already. No, more than a snap my fingers, everything here is under my control. The witch snapped her fingers, and various things throughout the chapel were sucked into black pitfalls beneath them, disappearing. No, they didn't disappear. The instant they vanished in the dark holes, other dark holes appeared into different parts of the chapel, and vanished objects fell out of these. Chairs, musical scores, clocks, and vases started appearing and disappearing all across the room. It felt as though countless tools were flying about the chapel. I can perform these acts, but I choose not to. After all, this would be a bit more than a prank, don't you agree? I wonder where a witch draws the line between pranks and magic. When she snapped her fingers again, all the objects flying about to gently returned to their original spots. And silence fell. I've taken a liking to you. You say you have me in your grasp. That works in reverse. I have you in mind. Yasuda told me that I mustn't try to see evil beings. If you see them, they will haunt you. Now that I understood the switch, a bond had been formed between us. That is correct. Now that you have knowledge of my existence, I have formed a bond with you. After all the years I spent in boredom, it would be nice to have someone to talk to, even a child so young as you. I'll talk to you from time to time. So will you stop pulling pranks like this? No, I won't be here to talk with you, but to play with you. And we're playing pranks. Playing pranks are just part of the game, aren't they? Very well. I've had enough fun for one day. The sun has sunk and the moon is full. I'm tired of appearing in front of you for so long. Let's call it a night. Seeing a room around me a great deal of entertainment. Please give it back. No! I will keep this as a token of our meeting. I should not be fine with this. I said I'm not. Would you give it back to me? I never listen to humans. However, I might lend an ear to a friend. If you give it back, I'll acknowledge you as a friend. Oh. Foolish human, was that your idea of an attractive proposal?
に取引を持ちかけたくば神秘の魔法陣の一つも描いてみせ
You want to make a deal with me? Try drawing mysterious magic circle or two. And yet I might be willing to consider your offer. What do you mean you might?
そなたを我が友人として迎えて
I shall be
よいも
taking
の
my time deciding whether you are worthy to be my friend.
何しろ魔女は天の弱
After all, witches are like
答えを
demons.
求められたら即答を拒むのが魔女
He asks us for an answer, we never give one right away. Alright. Then I'll leave the small room with you. How can you decide to become my friend?
うん
Very
こ
well.
のほうき
Will this room become a bridge of friendship between us or
な
not?
るや否か しばらく預から
I'll
せて
hang
もら
on
う
to it for now, but make my
そ
decision
れを迷う
in my
悦を
own good
楽しま
time.
せてもらおうぞ
When the witch snapped her fingers, the broom for which I had searched for so long fell out of a hole in the air. Laying between the fingers she had just snapped.
それではさらばだ
This is goodbye.
そなたとの遊戯退屈はしなかったぞ
This game with you was far from boring.
ぜひまた遊ぼう
Let's
ぞ
play again sometime. If you're my friend, that is.
猫はネズミをいたぶ
When a
ると
cat toys them out, does it try to become friends with it
友情を育ん
first?
でからいたぶるというのか
What a bitch. The witch faded away. As she did, my mind's eye slowly closed. When I returned to my body, I felt suddenly tired and let out the breath I'd been holding. Of course, when I turned around, there was no one to be seen. I couldn't feel the witch's presence anywhere anymore. It had gotten very dark by this time. I decided to leave the chapel. There's no point in searching for the small broom any longer. Not until the witch decides to give it back. Man, why is magic just coping? I went out of the chapel. Chapel key had been left in the lock. I used it to lock the door. What am I going to do about this small broom? There's nothing I can do. I can't even blame the witch. I must acknowledge that I'm responsible for giving the witch a chance. I happened to glance downwards and I saw a small broom laying there by my feet. It was a room I had been searching for all this time. Don't tell me that it'll be swallowed by a dark hole inside and bent over to pick it up. No. This is a sign from the witch. A sign that she acknowledges me as a friend. I picked it up. Oh, I am one yet many.
この島に来て初めてできた友人は
The first friend I made after coming to the island was apparently not human at all.
しかし
However, when I think back on it, it was only natural.
魔女の島でできる
What sort of other friend would you expect to make on a witch's island?
これが
This was the first
我
time
とベアトリーチェ
This was the first meeting between me and Beatrice.
しかしながら勘のいい諸見はお気づきのようにこれは本当のベアトリーチェとの出会い
However, as a more perceptive among you may have noticed, this was not a meeting with the real Beatrice.
我がベア
The witch I then called Beatrice would later be known by another name.
後に他の名で呼ばれることとなるしかし
However, the fact remains that she was clearly not human.
そして
And being bonded with one who's not human means being bonded with their world.
人な
In
ら
Leon's world, they had to make friends with the wolves. Hello, big old doggy. How you feeling? Woof woof. I'm gonna eat your soul, kid. Wait, aren't you a wolf? Wolf? Wolves can be witches. Don't discriminate.
我は未だ
I saw no means of knowing that strange fate that awaited me on
運
Rokajima.
命をたどることになるとは知る由もなかったのである
Okay. Stop. Dazed and raptured.
ほんと
Yeah, seriously. Not only is Yasu slow-witted, that kid also lost stuff all the time.
なのに
And even so, Yasu always had this look that said, I didn't lose it, I just put it down. And someone took it away.
みたいな
It really pissed me off.
本当にイライラしたわ
集中力のない
I could just say know how to get concentrate.
無意識でぼんやり
He thinks not thinking, so surprised their actions get real careless.
でも最初のうち
But
だ
it
け
was
です
only like that in the beginning, right?
途中からは
As sometime that kid started concentrating, all that bad stuff stopped
そういうこと
happening.
もなくなって立派になりましたし
そうだ
Huh? Really?
まあその
Well,
程
it was all stuff that anyone should be able to do anyway.
その当たり前ができるように
I do things yourself can
成長と
that everyone can do is part of growing up.
皆さんだ
None of the rest of you were so clever at everything when you first started,
良かっ
yes?
たわけではないでしょ
度というか
Are you kidding?
容量が
We
悪
weren't clever, we wouldn't have been selected to work for the Ushiromiya family.
私たちはエリートなのよ
We're supposed to be the elite.
幼いか
The
ら
fact that Yasu was young was no excuse.
そんなの言い訳にならないわけ
だな
That's right.
ヤスが成長とともに容量
If Yasu's supposed to learn cleverness by growing up, then that should be done before coming to work for the Ushiromiya family.
話
そんな
Come on.
一生懸
The kid worked really hard at balancing school and
両
work.
立させて頑張ってるのにみんなちょっと
I think you're all being a little too harsh.
その厳しい中から選ばれたのが私たちでしょ
We were selected because we made it through a harsh process, right?
私たちには甘
That's
え
no need for us to pamper Yasu.
つくづく
I'm sick of this.
ヤスってなん
I don't get why someone is.
選ばれた
I don't get why someone as dumb as Yasu was chosen.
福音の家の誰
Being
もが
selected as an Ushiromiya family servant was an achievement that all gospel children respected.
厳しい選考を
The older servants had achieved glory by making it through the strict selection process.
ヤスはどうして
Yasu was so clumsy they all wondered why that child had been selected.
いろいろと容量が悪かったもちろん
Of course, Yasu was working very hard for a child of that age. They thought she was sick. Okay, actually, that's fucking. That makes the other servants become worse. I just remembered. They think she's 6 years old. Like, I know there is a difference between 6 and 9 years old, and it is not an insignificant one. Wow. Wow, how fucking mean. You were bowling. You were bowling essentially what you guys thought was a 6-year-old. Holy shit. Wow. Fuck you.
しかしそれに納得できない先輩使用人
However, the other older servants were unsatisfied, and before long they started being mean to Yasu. However, the older servants were unsatisfied, and before long, they started being mean to Yasu whenever they got the chance. That's some Erica tier bowling. Yeah, they're bowling the fucking 6-year-old. I'm sorry. What? Why? Even after getting used to life on Rokujima, Yasu could not make a single friend. At least, not any human friends.
それは人間ではないのだ第3章
Act 3. Dazed and Raptured.
Yeah, that can sometimes happen, and always when you're busy. Perhaps the fairy is pulling pranks on you.
It's a witch pulling pranks on me. I mean, I know I put it right there, and all I did was glance around a bit, and it disappeared. The witch pranked me again. Left my master key behind. A damn found out and I got in a lot of trouble. Why, when I always put my master key back in my pocket after I use it? I was in a place like that. This is the third time it's happened. first 2 times I realized I was in pocket and managed to find it before anyone else found out. But the 3rd time, Madame found it. I was really mad and frustrated with that witch in the red dress.
Beatrice saw my pranks can be quite troublesome. If you're dealing with a witch, shouldn't you be able to use some sort of charm?
A charm? Kumasawa started fishing through the kitchen cupboard saying, now where did that get to? The thing she finally found and brought to me was a kite string. She stretched out for me to see, then used a knife to cut it off. She stretched out for me to see, then used a knife to cut off a 50 centimeter piece.
Try tying this to the end of the key. And tie the other end to your pocket button or some other place that doesn't stick out. This is the spiderweb charm.
Oh, that's a nice and cute way for... Okay, admittedly, this... Kumasawa playing into this leads to very bad shit down the line, but admittedly, Kumasawa does not know how bad things will be getting. So I can forgive her for not knowing what the fuck she's accidentally setting up. But, like, otherwise, that's a really cute and cool way to teach a kid to, like, keep their keys with them. And not lose stuff as easily. That's cool. Spiderwebs? Like the ones the evil spirits of Rokujima fear.
Good, I'm glad you remember. It says the spiderwebs on this island are imbued with magical power. They're very effective at repelling evil. So you use a shot like this, it looks like a spiderweb, doesn't it? That's why when hanging beaches won't be able to break you anymore.
That does make sense. Really does look like spiderweb when pulled tight. Since Kumasawa-san said so, it must be pretty strong evil repelling power. I can just ask her to make several of these kite strings for me, then I can tie them to everything I don't want to lose. But clearly that won't be very practical. I have strings all over me. What about things I can't keep tied to me? Like pencils and erasers.
For times like that, there's a different charm. All you have to do is make a house for Mr. Pencil and Mr. Eraser.
Make a house. Oh, Jesus, mothers and toasted rye bread. Stop being tired of me. It's very annoying. You mean build a roof and a bed and stuff?
You actually aren't building a house, you're getting them one. For example, take Mr. Knife here, who I cut the string with. I want to go home, he says. He's the only way that those always want to go home. Wants to go home right away. So even anywhere else, he'll be lost and start crying.
Oh, it's dangerously simple to slip into dreams and never return, huh?
See, if there's a life lying around, then he's in here alone, they start to cry.
Poor thing. You need to give Mr. Knife home.
Here's Mr. Knife's home. She's so family nice, it's waiting here just for him. Mama, I'm home. Welcome back. See?
Kumasawa returned the knife to the knife holder under the sink. Even though she had done things in order, I felt slightly moved, as though she as though the lost little knife had finished its journey and finally returned home. Once he slid into the spot he was supposed to be in, everyone in the knife family was together and they all started talking happily. Then Kumasawa-san said we should give them their privacy and shut the door.
魔女に隠されてしまって困るものはきっと寂しがり屋さんなんですよ。
The fourth thing hidden by the witch must get only easily.
だから魔女が楽しい
So the witch tells them that they'll take them somewhere fun, they're just happy to go along with them.
喜んでついていってしまうんです。そうならないためにはどうしたらいいで
I
しょ
think
う
we can stop this from happening.
Take them home right away.
そうですよ。
Exactly.
寂しがり屋
Not
だ
only
から
naughty children,
すぐに
kids.
魔女に
Say with the witch if they get a chance.
いけない子たちなんですよ。だからすぐにお家
So
に
must always take them home quickly.
ほら、さっ
Look at Miss Master Key, you got that new string there.
そこに置きっぱなしのマスターキーさんも。早くポケッ
He's sitting there all alone, crying and asking you to put him back in his home in your pocket. I'm lonely.
The voice of lonely Master Key finally reached my ears. I hurried to pick it up, took the other end of the string and tied it to my pocket button and put the key in my pocket.
ほら、ただいま
See? I'm home.
マスターキーさんも
Master Key gets lonely so easily, so let's take him home right away after we use him, okay?
あとはすぐお家へ返してあげましょうね。
Gotta admit, it's really odd seeing someone just kind of like actually learning life lessons in this story. Mostly because this story has had so many anti-life lessons.
こういうお友達を少し
You
ずつ
keep making love friends like this, even Beatrice-sama won't be a Pope Prince much longer.
もだんだんいたずらはできなくなりますよ。
Jango thud. When break time was over and I stopped this. When break time was over and I stood up to see what I should do next. No tugging, the key ring with the master key fell to the floor. Once again, I had left the master key on the side of the sofa. I forgot it was there. Instead, I stood up, the string pulled on it and fell to the floor. That Kumasawa-san's spiderweb charm. Probably had left that master key lying here again. The master key left all alone would have been led away by the witch and disappeared. Ah, that was close. And at once, I heard the master key who had almost been left alone cry and tell me that I wanted to go home. I'm sorry. Come on, let's go back home to my pocket. Yay, I'm home! Back at last. Oh, thank goodness. I almost got pranked by the witch again.
なんとまあ
Oh, what's
糸
this?
で結ぶとは
Nice trick using string like that.
面白いわね
All of a sudden, I heard a wild, shocked voice from over my shoulder. It was a voiceless voice. A witch's voice, the kind you can't hear unless you try. Beatrice?
そうであるぞ
That's me, my friend.
ぼんやりとまた
You forgot about your key again, so I was just about to use it to toy with
それ
you.
でからかってやろうと思っていたら
It's a spiderweb charm that Kumasawa-san showed me. It seems to work very well.
うん
Indeed.
悔しいが
Admit it,
効き目は
but it does.
とても触れ
I
た
have no desire to touch that.
そなたも
After all, you wouldn't want to put your fingers on a razor and slide it across, would
滑
you?
らせたくはあるまい
I feel like I'm unreasonably sleepy and I hate it. I hate being sleepy. Yeah. A scary example. My finger hurts just thinking about it.
しかし良かったではないか。
But good for you.
また鍵を
You
なくし
mentioned avoiding not too young and you for losing your
夏に
key.
済んだぞ。
You should be thanking me. Fuck off, I'm needing to... Why?
You
learned about the charm because I annoyed you, did you not? Thanks to that charm, you have managed to take care of the forgetfulness that made you leave keys lying around. In other words, it's all thanks to me. It's only natural that I be thanked, don't you agree? I don't like it, but she does have a point. So the trouble Beatrice caused me, I told Kumasawa-san and learned the charm from her. Even though the witch is pranking, if I didn't have the charm, I would have gone to my next shop and left the master key here. If that happened, then surely I wanted to find the key and it would have been a big mess. This is what you call punishment, to teach someone a lesson. I might find your mistakes, I've shown you what they are as a friend.
こうしてそなたを立派に教育したというわけなのだ。
And you have grown splendidly as a result. Yeah. I get a feeling that Kumasawa-san's the one I should be thanking, not you.
やれやれ。
My.
魔女とはつくづく。
What a thankless job we witches have. Anyway, I won this time. Okay, I need to get back to work.
よかろうとも。
Very well, my friend.
今回は勝ちを
I'll call this your victory.
されど。
However, giving up is not my forte.
この負けを
I shall keep watching you even more closely now until I can find this.
さらにますますに
Until I get even the score.
そなたの道を探そうと伺い続けるであろうぞ。心せよ。
Prepare yourself.
そそっかしいそなたが
The countless small items that personally use like you
いくらで
forget.
もある。それらすべてにた
Can't attach string to all of them.
も行くまい。
But Fairwood Charm isn't the only one I have. I also learned to take them home charm. I won't have you have your way anymore. Let's see how well you can actually do
はい、それにしても
on another matter.
なんとも晴れやかな笑顔を見せよって。
That's why the bright smile you got
魔
there.
女が来るの。
When which comes, that's a time to cry, not laugh.
なき、もう休み時間は
Your break time is over.
せいぜい今日も
If you manage to
先輩たちの
do your job today without slowing down the older
足を
servants.
よかろう。
Sure, today's Sunday and the weather is wonderful. I've tried to do my best.
せいぜい励め。
Go, do whatever you can.
そうそう。レイネの機嫌が
Oh, that's right. Ren's been in a bad mood all morning.
目を合わせる方がよかろう。
I suggest you avoid eye contact with her.
それから水難の
Also, your fortune of the day is water hazard.
水の入ったバケツの
Make sure you take care when standing near buckets of
常
water.
に注意するがよかろうぞ。そなたのこと
I am well aware of your weaknesses.
きっと我が
I'll be waiting for you to knock over a bucket and get scolded just like
バケツをひ
usual.
っくり返して叱られてくれることを心待ちにしている。
Thank you, Beatrice. I hate it. I'm actually gonna end the stream very early tonight because I'm so fucking tired. Like, lasted longer than you thought I would? Great. You guys, is there a secret third Discord server you guys are part of where you bet on how long it's gonna be before I fucking have to sleep? There isn't there? What do you bet with? Pokemon cards? Not really good currency. I would use Yu-Gi-Oh cards. A lot more dangerous overall, but I think they're more interesting. Anyway. Thank you all again for coming to today's live stream. Hope you guys had a good time. If this is your first time coming, can I suggest you subscribe to the notification bell so where I'm streaming? If you liked anything of the video, leave a like and then comment in the comment below. And share the stream around if you ever think might be interested. But until next time, when I'm hopefully not fucking falling into the sleeps, I'm gonna get up close. I'm gonna get quiet. I'm gonna say goodbye.